Simple afang soup recipe that got my guests thanking me throughout their stay after consumption of this afang soup. I had some guests that came visiting this weekend, so I decided to make them swallow. They were not really familiar with afang soup, especially the Calabar way of preparing afang soup. So I decided to introduce them to this particular recipe. All I did was just to gather my available protein into the pot, season the protein, and made sure the meat were soft. I decided to even use a bigger pot in preparation of this soup because we had more people in the house compared to the number of people in my house. Cooking is all about love. When you cook for people with love, definitely that food will come out so good. So after seasoning my protein, during the seasoning I added salt, I added seasoning cube, added my pepper, then I added crayfish, grounded crayfish, added my red palm oil. Now I'm adding my water leaf. Adding my water leaf to this soup. Afang soup could be cooked in different ways, but in this recipe I used water leaf. Water leaf is the most common way of cooking afang soup in Akwa Ibom State. So I added more water to the pot because I didn't want it to be too dry. Then after the water, I had to cover it to steam for some time. Then I added my fresh grounded afang. That is the fresh grounded afang. Some people could call it, the Igbos call it ogazi. I don't know about the Yorubas, but we call it afang leaf. So after adding your afang, you don't need to keep it on the fire for a longer time. You introduce your last red oil, your last palm oil. What I mean the last is, it's very important that you add your red oil as the last recipe to give you a good looking afang soup. Thank you for watching our recipe. Thank you for following us, and we are looking up to giving you more updates on different recipe. Hope you loved this afang. It came out so good and yummy. You can choose your swallow, whether it's fufu, semo, gari. Thank you.